Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Hope everyone is having a great Friday. Rubicon Farmer here, and we are back again on the Azura map after watching a couple videos on YouTube myself of the map creator, BZH, as well as FS Miner. Utilize this map and figure out where some of the sell point triggers are. I figured we'd jump back in and try this series again, a start from scratch, but a little different, not working our way up through money, but just actually starting out with unlimited funds and cheating in what we need and just having a go at logging and having a blast doing it. So I know today I said I would put out a Goldcrest Valley video. However, with this map coming out and some other content I've been creating around Valley of the Old Farm, um, doing an all Fent farm and setting that up, I really wanted to dive in on this after playing last night just because this is a really incredible map, has a lot to offer, and it seems you guys enjoyed it as well, whether it was to watch it for educational purposes to play on your own, figure out where the triggers were, or just check out the map itself. So with that said, we're going to jump in and we're going to start off, build the house right at the starting point on a place where it gives you, and we're just going to clear the land and as if we basically run this town and build our own little town from nothing. So with that said, let's go ahead and adjust our settings. Seasonal growth off, because we're not going to do any farming that we need that on, or care for the season. Seasons will still come, but if we do farm, it'll be faster. All right, so fast, off. Fuel usage is high. Trailer limits, and good. All right, so we'll save that. Now, I did start off in farm manager mode. You don't get anything extra um, when you play in farm manager or start from scratch or anything else other than the money. You still get the same equipment in the garage, which is everything here, which is everything we're going to sell off and swap. So, because we're going to get our own equipment, so we'll just ditch that, and that'll just help us give money for what we need. All right. Now let's go ahead and purchase the land. And we're going to start with this section here, this section here, and this section here. This way we'll have access to this area where the logging is and the factory that we can build the boards and whatnot that we need to build the house that's over here. And now that I figured out how to clear cut through here with those trees that are not the same, we can just kind of erase them because you can't use them anyway. So with that, let's go ahead and pick up a truck. See if there's anything used. Nothing used we can go with, so we will go ahead and I think we're going to start off with the truck I wanted to from the beginning, which is this Ford. This OBS. Alright, we'll go with the OBS. I like the oversized right there. Gives vibes of the OBS F-150 in the movie Walking Tall that The Rock drives in forest green. Actually, you know what? We may rock it that same way. Yeah, we'll do some mods. We'll keep it, oh. Should we go clears or, I like the way that looks. Alright, cool. Camper shell, no. Cam locker. We're gonna go with the weather guard, which kind of fits the aesthetic of the year of this truck. I think we're gonna keep it. That's pretty cool. I like the way that looks, especially for logging. Yeah, we're gonna go that. And then for the rear bumper, that's the one that goes with it. That wasn't a roll pan. That thing just hangs out like crazy. We'll leave it stock. Hood add-ons. Bug deflector. No, we'll leave that there. I'm gonna go with no running boards, cab lights, roll clears. Body trim. Yeah, we'll remove it. Give it that clean look. Plate holders. Yeah, get rid of the plates. What is this? Dual rear wheel fender lights. Alright, we don't have dual rear wheels, so we don't gotta worry about that. Paint. Do we run a stock? Yeah, we'll go stock. Exhaust. Let's see. Jiminy crickets. We'll leave that stock. That was a little aggressive. Clears. Stock. Stock. Windows. We'll give them a slight tint. Body color. Got that. Let's see what greens we got in here. It's more like a turquoise green. Let's get a lot real blue tint to it. There's a nice forest green right there. This one don't look too bad either, but it kind of gives me parks and wildlife vibes. Yeah, we'll go for the dark. And then for the two-tone, I don't know, do we go with the... No, that's parks and wildlife vibe right there. I'm kind of digging that grayish white. Alright, interior black, pinstripe. We don't have a pinstripe. License plate, just so it doesn't throw on the back. Good to go. Awesome. There's our truck. Perfect. We'll launch over there. Turn our help menu off. Triggers off. Let's go over to where we're going to build our house. And thanks to the newly released mods today, we have OK Used mods. New garage that will fit this farm perfect. So let's get to building. Alright. I think for this series, what color house should we use? Trying to think. Brown, red, white, gray. And blue's nice. Mustardy yellow. No, we'll go with the blue. Alright, let me think. Put that right there. Perfect. Alright, let's go over to sheds. Grab the blue garage. I'm gonna put that more forward about. Oh, there's the AC there if I put that. Yeah, we'll put that like that. This way it doesn't hit the AC. Line that up so the gutter's right there. Boom. Come down the driveway there. I don't know if I like the way that looks. like the way that looks better. Alright. Here's our new shed. Door off the back. See, now this, if you want to pop something like this on, this would hug right in like that perfectly. But the way the angle of the roof is, that doesn't really look right. And if you put this here, they'll be draining down. I mean, I've seen houses that have roofs like that, so that's not crazy. But there's usually some sort of gutter management system. Anyway, let's go ahead and maybe we'll put this shed like over here as an expanded shed off the back of the property, like this. Kind of give it that L-shape enclosure. I'll put our little tractor shed off the back of the house, like so. There we go. All right. Go ahead and paint around this. Get this all. All right. All right, that's all perfect. All right. I figured it was flat, it looked flat, but just to make sure because I couldn't see it under the grass, now that it's all flat and nice, I'll go in and paint the actual paths. I always like to put the grass texture down first, just because that gives a baseline for hugging up where I want it to actually, everything to line up. It's a lot easier to trace it out this way, in my opinion. Because as you can see, the paint always wants to go under the grass, like it's wanting to do there. There we go. And so sometimes it's a pain in the butt to do. So that actually worked out perfect. Dark concrete. All right. This way the driveway will match the aesthetic of the rest of this pad over here by these garages. All right, there we go. Cool. And then for this shed, we're just going to actually leave it in the grass, but we will put some leaves blown in that are around it. Also makes it easier for, there we go, make it look like a little path. kind of, areas in the grass that are heavily traveled or walked through a lot, the grass wouldn't be as plush and nice on a spot that might be heavily traveled like that. Especially if you're pulling out mowers and whatnot. You know, eventually it would be like this, but underneath might have some texture like that. Again, it just gives that aesthetic. All right, then we'll also throw in a little dirt. Again, just some spots where there wouldn't be grass just due to heavy traffic, just kind of like just like on a carpet. Carpet would kind of have marks on it from heavy trafficked areas where it looks nice and plusher on other areas. Same thing with the grass. So get that going like that. Perfect. Awesome. All right, so those are laid in. Now we can get in with some lighting and decorations. I like to always put this stuff in before the grass textures because you gotta, 9 times out of 10 when you put these in, you end up having to put grass textures over the decorations anyway, because they end up clearing the grass around them. So instead of having to do things twice, we'll do it once. Alright. Now I know there's a light on the door, but I know if I line this up, I can get one of these. Kind of lined up perfectly on the house like that. Yep. Perfect. On that overhang. And I know this light's there, and there's an overhang on there. Okay, so that'll be sufficient lighting. There's an overhang over there. Awesome. And then we have the old wooden pole light. Can I delete that light? No. There's a light there as well. Alright, so then maybe we just put this one here. Again, probably overkill, but the yard won't be pitch black. Alright, let's take a look at directions. Decorations. I don't know why I said directions. Decorations. We'll put a little tree house in the backyard for the kiddos. Again, just adding to that aesthetic. As you can see, it clears the grass around it. Alright, then we'll grab a dog, because there's actual barking. So we'll put a dog in here. We'll switch it up to a regular dog house, and we'll stick it right in here with where the kiddos are. And firewood behind it. Perfect. That looks great. We will go ahead and landscape that a little bit as well. Put some dirt around here. This is going to be high trafficked area. Same things. Put some leaves around like this. Perfect. Some warning grass around the area. And obviously, kids will travel through that. Cool. All right, back to decorations. All right, so what do we got here? Bench. I downloaded a bunch of new decorations after last night's stream to bring to life some of the property areas on my builds. Things like little flower boxes like this that you can just kind of really bring the aesthetic of the house to life, as you can see. Trash cans for buildings when I build garages or office parks. Like, well, there you go. So, see, just adds a little life to the building. Alright, what else do we got? Trees, little curbs, borders. Look at this, little bike stands. Put a couple bike stands here. Nah, like we're gonna have a bunch of visitors. No. But it's, again, just bringing the aesthetic, like putting up stone here and a stone here, just to indicate the path or anything like that. Just brings out some more realistic aesthetics when you're building out your farm or your map. As you guys will see of many of my other videos, I do a lot of decorations and things like that. Sometimes I gotta be careful because I'll overdo it and then the map will lag, but I really like the immersion it brings and the added realism of having some of these things or the options to do this. I feel like sometimes decorations are underestimated and the map just looks too perfect, too new, you know, doesn't feel worn in or used and again, maybe you want that, but I mean, over time, junk is going to pile up. There are going to be things that you're going to use and not use, and then before you know it, on the side of your shed, you have a pile of stuff, and so I figured to add it now. Gives that vibe of realism and the area some character. Alright, so we're not going to use any concrete pads, but I did notice right here seems to be a little uneven compared to, there's a dip, so we'll mess with that in a minute. There's an electrical box up on the hill. Firewood is definitely something you're going to need at this house. We'll put that off the bedroom here. Being so remote. I don't know if you'd have a stack of pallets, but we're going to put one. I wish I had just a sandbox. I would have shoved the sandbox over there, but it's a whole swing, and we got the tire swing and whatnot, so we're not going to throw that in there. Bench, maybe? Nah. No, that's good. We'll go ahead. However, and we will throw down maybe a little bit of stone. In some area. Again, just adding to the aesthetic. We could throw in curb walk like this. Just brings out same thing. Stone to mark your paths, mark the driveway, like this. So you could go, for example, you could plop this like this. Just like that. And then we'll go and extend this out like so. just like that. And now you have a little patio or paver brick walkway. We'll bring out the grass to here, and we'll even out all that. Oh, shoot. Hate when you do that and back out of the wrong section. All right. Now, normally this would fit the aesthetic of the farm really nice. Something like this, maybe right here. And I guess I could do that, but we have all these lights. I don't think we need any more lights, to be honest. So we'll skip over that. Got our logging signs, road closed, benches, gazebos. Alright. Throw up an American flag if we want. Got a well there with a small wall. I think I'll leave it just blank. I think I want to put these down, however, I've got that rock that's sticking up. Well, I'm afraid if I even that, once I even that, it's going to mess these up. But I want some sort of a drainage marker, especially in front of here. So I will do one there, one there, and one in front of this door. We'll smooth that out after and fix it. Alright. So many options. I don't think there's much more we need to add. You know, we'll add a clothesline. We'll add a basketball hoop, why not? Who doesn't like to shoot some hoops? Actually, I was gonna put fuel. I might put a fuel thing there. Always raises the ground there. I don't know why. Every time you put one of those damn balls down. Every single time. There's a mailbox at the top of the driveway. We don't need to do that. Okay, perfect. Alright, so now let's get into landscaping everything out. So let's smooth this out because for whatever reason it always does that. Smooth this. We'll actually level that right to there. So that's nice and level. Perfect. Paint this how it was. Awesome. the reason I put the rock here instead of a fence was so that I didn't have to gate it off. It could just be open. We could get a little lawn tractor and drive right over that and mow this grass and kind of start going to town, earn some money, and purchase up some logging equipment. And I think what we'll do is I saw the perfect spot the other night. Um, was it over here? No, it was at the other where the rock was, where we were trying to figure out how to make more concrete pipes. I saw the perfect spot we could put a little shop, and I think I have the perfect garage actually for this map that'll fit it perfect. It's got the pull-throughs and everything, and then I want to also eventually, or maybe we'll just do it right from the jump. Oh, that sucks. We don't have the same grass texture. So we'll have to mow it. So it's gonna be this wild grass. That's fine. We'll just put it out. What was I saying? The perfect garage or the Elm Creek, Elm Creek shed pack is a really, really nice looking shed. It's gonna look like I laid sod out over here because it's not gonna match the edges, but once we mow it, it will. Perfect. All right. All right. Finish up this grass texture. Try to keep the grass away from the house as much as possible. Last thing I want is to walk in the house and see grass growing through the floor. So we will, and then I was thinking we make a nice line like that, and then this way we can mow that grass and leave that grass alone, and make it just like a property line almost. Essentially where you can see some new grass was put in, and old existing field grass. But the nice thing is, once we give this a mow, it'll grow back and look like that. So at least that tends to happen. Let's see if it happens on this map. Most maps, that's what it does. paint. Cut that back. Bring that back like that. Come down this line. There we go. That'll trim that out nicely. And then we'll come in with some paint and just to, again, keep grass away from that section of growing into things and you know, looking very unnatural. And then we'll bring that as close as we can without going into the house like that. Same thing for the walkway. Perfect. Alright, and now we're gonna go back in here. Paint our little spots. Cool. Alright, so that takes care of that. That's all good. That's good over there. We just gotta get this little section here buttoned up. Awesome. Now we'll come in here with this and throw down some dirt. And then we'll do the same for right here. We're gonna throw down some dirt in the back. There we go. And the back here, I'm gonna put a cement pad, like it was poured with the garage, as if for extra storage sheds, extra trailers, sheds, things like that. So we'll put a cement pad down. Okay. And we will come through, find our line, which is right there, and square her off. And once we get the cement pad done, which is rounded, so we're gonna have to even that out. There it is. I have a feeling I'm on that map edge because it's not letting me go any further. Which is fine because it's keeping me right at the edge there. And throw a curb in. I'll level it and throw down one of the nice curbs that we have. From modding. That go in like a fence. It'll just give us the aesthetic of having a curb, which will be perfect. Oh. Bring that level. That actually worked out better than I thought it was gonna, because we can bring that like that. Cool. Pleased with that. That looks good. Actually very pleased with that. Alright, so we'll go into lights. We'll get that. I think it's this one right here. The wall-mounted spotlight. So we can throw this up here. There's that one, but we'll throw that in to spotlight the yard itself. Then we'll go to fences, and we should have curbs. Yep, right here. Perfect. No, I don't like the way that one looks. Let's go like this one better. Just a little thicker. Nope. Looks good. What is this one? Oh, a smaller one. Landscape. Right. Just a smidge. Don't understand. I'm gonna delete that. Because that was level, and I don't understand why it wanted to do that. It wanted to stair step off in a certain way. Nope, past it. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Plants, grass. There we go. Bring that grass right up to the curb there. Perfect. That looks good. Now we got a cement pad off the back so we can put dump trailers or anything like that or anything we're working on in the shop. We can put it out on the back pad and use that to store some additional equipment. Alright, let's go ahead and bring our truck down, and then we will open these sheds up and see what we're working with. Once again, OK Use Mods, killing it. This is absolutely beautiful inside. Just another impeccable mod. Alright, now, as you can see, there's grass in one of the sheds there. No grass, except for right there. So we did alright. So we will go back to landscaping paint. Get rid of that little spot of grass right there, and that's gone. Now, going back to buildings, we can go to tools. We can go ahead and install something to wash our equipment with. Install a hose right here. A spigot. And then we will install a lift. Now that lift is probably overkill, so put this lift in. The middle of the garage is between those two windows, which is that line there. That big line right there. Bingo. Awesome. So now we have a lift in the garage. Alright, what else can we... What else do we need? I don't think we need much of anything else on this, or in this spot. That's a big lift, which normally something I'd stick in here, but we got the Elm Creek mods for workshops and stuff, so if you guys ever seen one of my logging videos, you'll see I use a lot of those Elm Creek mods for logging sheds because they're great and very versatile, because there's already built-in lifts, there's a built-in office, so it makes great for role play, and you know, just the overall aesthetic in the mod itself is fantastic and has great realism to it. So alright, I think we're good to go. Let's go ahead and we got a dog house, right? We got that. We'll feed the dog, and then what's the dog's name? Quinn? Alright, I'll take that. Better than last doghouse I planted. I couldn't even pronounce the dog's name. Alright. Let's go ahead and put this... Actually, you know something? While I'm right here, let's make sure that lift works. Oh yeah, perfect. Wow. Just about hits that light. Spot on. Awesome. So, if you guys want to put one in and you want to center it, go off the T on the wall right there. Boom. Right down the middle between the two windows. Centers the truck perfect. Awesome. Alright. Let's see what we've got. Let's buy some equipment. How much money do we got? 950K. That's not going to be enough. We're going to go ahead and cheat. $2.5 mil on top of what we have. Let's buy some logging equipment. Actually, I want to buy a wheel loader first. But before I buy these big boys, because I want it for the logs. Now, the last one I used was this old case, but I got this John Deere, and I was really, looking forward to using this. So I think I'm gonna rock for this series the old John Deere, a 644G. Perfect. Then we'll upgrade. Try to go with equipment that is somewhat matching the era of the other vehicles that I have. Alright, let's see. We're gonna build that house first. Huh. That equipment's gonna be massive. I may go with the smaller Volvo equipment. I mean, it's just some of these skidders are just humongous. And for the first job in logging we're gonna do, we don't need something that big yet. But I definitely want to get this, and I want to throw. Do I want to throw Magnum tracks on it or the standard? I'll go standard. Forestry, yes. What is it? Throw the cage on the front. Yeah, we'll go forestry. And then for color, looks good. Cool. And then I always enjoy this. The wide, rear shield, boom. Line that bad boy up. To process, and then for a pusher, a skidder, do we go new? Holy colors. You can literally make this thing whatever color you want. That is a plethora of colors. No, let's rock some old equipment, and I really like the way this thing sounded. Give that 300 horse with the trailer hitch. We'll use that to move some logs around. Alright. Vent tools. Oh yeah, that's all the vent package. I'm really looking forward to showing you guys that series. Valley of the Old Farm, but I'm going to do it with all Fendt equipment. DJ Goham decided to do it with all Massey equipment, and I'd like to do it with all Fendt equipment, just because I found a really cool package of equipment that really expands some of the Fendt equipment. I feel like some of the equipment in farm game is very underrated, and when I mean underrated, I mean it's not many mods or not that there aren't many mods, but on Mod Hub there are not many mods for certain brands. I feel like there's a huge favoritism towards green tractors, rightfully so, right? Everybody loves John Deere for the most part, or Case. But when it comes to Kloss or Fendt or Massey, I mean, there's a huge thing for Massey now. Massey seems to be, I feel like there's a new Massey mod on the Mod Hub every time I watch Farm Sim News when DJ puts it out. But for some reason, I feel like whenever it's the other brands like Kloss, Fendt, or what was the other one? Sorry for sniffling, guys. The allergies are kicking up again. Fendt, Kloss, JCB. Like even recently, like Zader was off the map forever. Valtra was off the map until the recent update, and then just recently we got a new Zader tractor. But some of these other brands are just so misrepresented, and there's so much great equipment that they offer and other things. So I was super stoked for this recent update that gave us two Massey and Fendt balers, as well as a whatchamacallit, the two tractors. All right. So if many of you don't know, I grab that tool because it allows me to grab the logs easier than with a grapple. This tractor sounds great. Give me one sec though, because my volume is through the roof and I can hear the game a little more than I should. So I'm getting feedback. There we go. Alright, let's move this out of the way. Like even this tractor, this skidder sounds really, really good. It just looks good. It looks old, worn, and beat. So it's gonna fit what we're doing. Alright. So if you've seen any of my logging videos, I love this front loader tool because it fits telehandlers, wheel loaders, and front loaders, wheel loaders, telehandlers. And the reason I love it is because it's got that grapple, and that grapple allows you to, as you can see, strap. So you can pull up to your pile of logs and simply just drop this down, tilt it forward, strap your logs, lift up the pile, and drop it onto a trailer. So it makes life a lot easier, especially if you're someone like me who gets frustrated with the in-game grapples because you'll go grab or pull up, skid the grapple right in, pull up at least 5, 6 logs, go to put the grapple down, and all of a sudden they start twitching and geeking out and launching across the map, and now you're holding one or no logs, and then it just makes a giant mess of your log pile. So it's not fun. Another thing I noticed, spawn point starts there, so I'm thinking we could probably put our machine shed somewhere right here to start for our equipment. Because there is no store, we could actually place down a building to keep our equipment. Let's see, what do I got for shops? Just thinking of this bad boy. I've yet to use it, and it's just massive. And I feel like it would fit this map perfectly. However, the fence is a problem. And it is just massive. I mean, I could tuck this right in here, but I have to be very cautious when I purchase vehicles. I couldn't purchase many because where they're going to spawn is right there, but I could always move the spawn point. That's the other thing. I could always move that spawn point. Well, actually, you know what I'm wondering too? If I put this, if I tuck this away, because we can do it the nice blue that matches the house. If I tuck this back far enough, like so, because that entrance is going to be the kicker. Coming in and out of there with a Mack truck is not going to happen. Can I demolish the fence? Nope. Alright, so that's out of the question. Now I know something like this would fit perfect. Small enough, it's got multiple bays. It's got 3 side bays here, so I could put something like this. Where's the front? Right there. I could put something like this over here. I have the one bay over there with a skid steer and have no problem. We'll figure it out. For now, we'll just move the equipment. We don't have a shed. We'll just push all our equipment against the back fence for now. Because I know I have it, actually, you know what I was just thinking? I have a shed, like that EMR shed, that might work. Very similar, but a smaller version. Pretty sure. Unless I deleted it. But I don't think I did. That'd be a shed that would probably fit here perfect. This is just a massive hall. Yeah, that big front door, that's not it. Because that's it if you want to construct it, and it's got the doors on the ends. Just thinking you could tuck something like this right here in the corner. And it doesn't have that L shape in the front to stop the Mack trucks, and you could kind of swing through there and out that side. I love that they you can do this because you can actually make it look like it's being constructed. So you could put, let's just say, this building down and be like, oh, we're adding this barn next to it, and put this here. And especially for role playing, you can be like, oh, well, it's all framed up. Hopefully by, next episode it'll be finished. And then the creator comes in, next episode it's finished. There it is. Same as this one. Here it is finished. Here it is done. Speaking of which, this was the building I was thinking of. Is that a dark blue? Yeah, it's like a purple. This would actually work. We could tuck this right here in this corner too. That would fit perfect right there. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to stick that sucker right there. How about that? I like that. How you like that? Da-da-da. Alright. Oh, I also had this one too, huh? The two pull-throughs. That I gotta put. What's the inside of this look like? I forgot. Pull-throughs on each side. Not as big though. Some of this equipment for logging is just massive. So I think that'll be sufficient. Or I have these too. I totally forgot I have these. Because I could place this down. I have this big hall. The massive door. And then I even have this. You know what? I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to use those buildings because I think they're more aesthetically pleasing. And I can tuck it something like this over here. Yeah, okay. Let's get the equipment out of here. That's what we're going to use. We're going to use those three buildings right in here. We'll move the sail point trigger, and that's what we'll do. Okay, perfect. Then our shop will be separate from the house, but we'll have it fairly close, as well as the land right there, where we can process our logs and build our first house. There we are. Okay. That'll be perfect. I like it. That'll work out just perfect. And it actually looks like it's commercial, and it should be this way because there's a fence there. So that'll work out great. Now we can just back all our equipment in. Alright, let's go ahead and grab that building. And I don't think you can change colors on these. They're going to be just tan and brown. That's perfectly fine. We'll snap. Maybe we don't want to snap these because this fence doesn't look like it's straight. That's interesting though, because the fence is around. They look to be straight lines, but this doesn't want to snap straight. So, we'll like that. Tuck that in right there. Perfect. Awesome. Alright, now this one has the two sides and the opening on there, over there. So we will put this over here. I wish there was a way to hide this menu bar down the bottom that shows you everything, because it really does get in the way. When you're trying to put things in here, it kind of clips. Now this side, we can get away with snugging it up towards that fence a little more. And this one just has the opening on both sides, right? Opening on both sides, no windows, so it doesn't matter which way it goes. Okay, so this, I'm thinking we snap right in against this fence here. Actually, if I put that there, that's going to make a real tight entrance for anything big that I want to pull through that door. If I pull this up here, any 18-wheeler or anything pulling in is going to have a hard time. So maybe I don't put this in here at all. Maybe we just leave it open like that. Throw down a power washer and diesel silo and call it a day. I like it. I know I have free fuel triggers. I want to use the free fuel triggers because right here, free fuel. Do we go with the big Meridian? Yeah, I feel like that kind of fits the vibe of this. Put this over here in the corner because this would not be up against the building. Gosh forbid it blew up. Alright, that takes care of that. Now we're going to need lights because this place is going to be pitch black at night. And I have the perfect set of lights for it. Where are they? Divide up right here. So we got corner lights here. Got a 3-piece. Throw a little 3-piece right there. And toss another one. Over here by this power washer. Corner one over here by the fuel. Throw a middle one in with an island. Nah. We'll throw a corner piece right here. Actually, a tree piece right here. Tree. Just like that. That'll be perfect. A 3-piece right there. We'll get it really bright. And we'll put a corner one in over here too. This way this place will not have any issues in the middle of the night. We'll pull equipment back in. Awesome. Alright, let's go to landscaping and let's throw down some nice concrete pads for this area. I'll match the aesthetic. The concrete pads for the building. Nice. Alright, I'll go around the fence line and fix this up. Replace concrete or dirt, just so we can match it in. The only problem is I have figured out that we do not have the grass texture that matches the grass on the map. We have that one that makes it look funny because it doesn't match field grass. So what I will do is, instead of painting grass in, we'll paint in a bunch of bushes instead. Make it look like it's overgrown. with it. Put the grass in. The bushes look funny. Not as funny as the grass is gonna look, but that's fine. Alright. So get this painted in. That'll clean it up good enough. Alright. Fix this little spot right here. Every single time. Always does that. And then we will be good. We'll bring our equipment into the buildings for what goes in. Oh yeah, we gotta move that trigger too. Can't forget that. Otherwise we'll start spawning equipment in the wrong places. So I think what we'll do is we'll put the, if I put it this way, it spawns to my left, the way I'm facing. So we will put it there. Now it's gonna cause me store deliveries fee, but I'm wondering how much the fee will be if the trigger is like 50 feet from the original. Be curious. Alright. So, machines like this, we're not putting in storage. They're just going to go against the back fence over here. Actually, probably could put this in storage, couldn't I? Oh. Put that arm out. Bring it in. Yeah, probably could. Put the arm down. How big? I mean, I know this shit is massive. I just don't know. How massive are we talking? Before the door takes my head off. Oh yeah, we got plenty of room. I mean, now granted, with these tracks, I don't think you'd want to put that down on a nice garage concrete pad like that, but this is a farm sim, so we're gonna do it anyway. Alright. I like we have the back rack in this shed as well, because we can put some pallets from production in there. So this will work out just dandy. So we'll get, I'm thinking 2 trucks. One for a logging trailer, one for a flat deck to get the equipment to the job site. Oh yeah, this will fit just perfect. And this has got a workshop trigger, which is even better. So we're gonna bring that right to there. We're gonna actually, no, bring that in. And we're gonna bring this boom. Oh no, gosh. Oh, there we go, see? Just exactly what I didn't want to do. But I wanted to bring, we can bring that up. So I'm thinking we'll put the big logging equipment in the big shed. And then we will go ahead and put the trailers and the trucks outside. That old skidder we'll put outside. We'll eventually upgrade that. Even though we have the money to buy all brand new equipment, I purposely don't want to. Because I want to have like a mixture of equipment. And kind of have something to work towards. Because I am going to take most of this money I cheated in out. Because otherwise I'll find myself just consistently upgrading equipment every 10 minutes. As I have a bad habit of doing. Or like overbuying equipment. And then It sits and I don't use it, so I'm gonna force myself to use some of these mods and pieces of equipment. Yeah, I don't think overkill is gonna be a problem though with these sheds, especially if we're gonna run multiple sites or need multiple pieces of equipment. Still have not figured out how to make the additional concrete pipe, and I've been watching videos all day on BZH's YouTube channel, but he just shows mining. And everybody else, even FS Miner, shows mining out the cave or the quarry. Nobody is showing the manufacturing of those pipes. So I do not, or still do not know how to manufacture more pipe because there's just not enough to finish that drainage system for that spot that I was streaming on last night. So I'll be curious to figure it out. Nobody put in the comments that they knew, and I know the map's still relatively, well, not relatively, it is pretty brand new. I think it came out not yesterday or a day ago, so not too long ago, but no big deal. All right, so for trucks, I really like this mod. It does take a while to load in and customize it, but I think we're gonna go with, for the sake, we're gonna go with 2 of these. And I'm gonna go with tandems, but I'm gonna go, I think there's a shorter version, yeah, right here. I think I'm gonna go with 2 of these, the short tandems, because these roads are very tight. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Nope, back to. I'm gonna go with the short tandem, no sleeper, and I like the, I really like this. Was it this rack? That's this rack with the winch on it. I really, really like this one. Yeah, it's that one, because the other one goes this way. Maybe I'll do one of each. Yeah, you know something? Maybe I'll do one of each. I'll do this one and the other one. All right, so bumpers. I like that other bumper. That one right there. Tandem fenders, stacks. Milled. Low boy ramps, no. High hood. Visors, stock. Chops, no. Drop axle, no. 379 headlights. Grill bars, yes. Beacons, yes. No decals. Main color. All right. So, colors. Try to think. I seen a Pete the other day on a YouTube video from a Peterbilt dealership that does custom Peterbilts, and it was in this like slate gray like this, maybe a little darker, like that, with all black, like black wheels, black trim. It looked really, really cool. So I think I'm gonna build one in the same color because I thought it looked really cool. The frame was a onyx black. Yep, perfect. Color match. I think that's the front nose, right? On this mod. Yeah, it's the front nose. And because we're going to do the bumper, we are going to do the color match front nose and headlights because everything is going to be that gray. Rim color was black, and then it has the chrome lugs. Yep. Bumper stays chrome because I don't think that changes. If you have the bumper I picked, it does not change. Doesn't do anything. So leave that chrome. The rack, onyx black. Logos, visor. That looks good. Rear fender color. We don't have any rear fenders, but just for the sake, breathers, same gray, match it all up. There we go. Yeah, that looks good. I'll take one of those. Perfect. Now, let's go with a crazy color. Should we do a forest green? You know what? I'm thinking, I think I might do something a little wonky. Let's see how it looks. No, I don't like it. But what about a white? Well, let me see. What about beige? So ugly it could work. I don't know, I kind of like it, but I feel like the visor. Should the visor be green or should it be that same color? And then should we use the fuel tanks to be green? Or should they be the tan? Let me see. Let's see if we switch it. No, they look better, the green. That is kind of fugly looking, isn't it? Maybe not. It kind of reminds me of another mod I have, which is a truck I would use. It's it's kind of got a similar color pattern to this. Makes me actually, you know something? Maybe I'll use it. It has similar colors. It just looks so much better on this truck versus that truck. Where are you? This one right here. It has that green, you can do that green and yellow look. What's the difference? We got a 74 and a 74. Is there a difference? No. Well, let's throw in that 450. I want to throw a sleeper on it. Yeah, see, you can make it green with that kind of look like that. Looks good. I don't know if I want to rock this one though. You know what? Let me see. Just for the heck of it, I'm gonna lease that truck. And I forgot we got all these Freightliner. I got all these Freightliners to upgrade to, and all these other different trucks to try. Oh, I got this old Freightliner too. But I mean, this thing's a behemoth for this map. I mean, we're gonna be doing 28-point turns just to get through some areas. We got an 89 Eagle that we could use. That would be pretty cool. Throw that down in forest green. Yeah, you know what? We'll lease that too. See how that sounds. Because some of these trucks, the sounds just don't match up. And it's unfortunate because I really like to use the mod. But they do not sound correct. I forgot I got this Peterbilt as well. I got this Peterbilt. Again, behemoths for the map. I picked up these two because I didn't know if I wanted to do European style logging or American style logging, because this would bring some equipment in, tow some equipment out. Let's see. We got 82 Squared Studios trucks, like this behemoth. Now this thing on this map is exactly what we need to upgrade to. This would just, yeah, you're not getting stuck in that. I have all, what are these? I forgot what these were. The Kenworth Pace, no, these aren't Pace setters, W900s. Yep, these are all these trucks, okay. So wait a second, I got a W900 base, no air horns. Let's bump that to 605. Throw down on some duals. Only 10, I mean, oh, interesting. Heavy standard, heavy off-road, street steels. Oh, maybe we'll run a W900. Oh, we could do a shorty, huh? W900 or 900B, 900S, 900 long. I like the 900 stubby, to be honest with you, because I really like that boxed front end look instead of the sloping hood. And I know a lot of logging trucks have that sloping hood so that you can see down in front of that nose better, especially if you're in the woods. But paintable external and split fenders, paintable stripes, paintable stripes and split fenders, split fenders. I guess we'll go with that. Grill bars. I like that Detroit special. Yeah, you know, we're gonna rock the Detroit special cab, standard day cab for fat people. Like, what? All right, beacons. Yeah, we'll throw beacons on there. We'll throw rotators, attachers, semi, AR. Oh, okay, if you're gonna throw a bed on the back or roof lights, 5. Go with 5. Rear fenders, quarters, halves, fulls, full chrome, paintable. Can I rock no rear fenders? Just straight throw mud everywhere. Slang mud everywhere, I should say. There we go, none. Exhaust, dual 2, 3. Camera, dual stacks. There we go, milled. Oh, actually, I like the straights better. With no guard? No, I like the guard on it. We'll do the straights with the guard because it fills that in, otherwise it looks like it's kind of, that gap just doesn't look right. All right, bumpers. Standard squared off. Heavy bumper. Oh, we got the big bull bar. I kind of like that bumper right there. Headlights. Definitely going to upgrade to LEDs. Standard with signal bar. LEDs with signal bar. Yeah, let's do that. Cab match paint roof. Yeah, that's fine. Sleeping fairing. I don't think we have that addition. Fifth wheel ramps. Sure. PP corner. Some of the names on this is hysterical. All right, we don't need that. So bumper accessories. All right, we don't need the flaps and all that stuff. Steering wheel, standard, sun visor. Oh, I kind of like how that has the lights in there. Custom paint. Yeah, perfect. Air cleaner accessories, lights. Wow, this truck has a massive amount of customization. I will be here all day. Elephant ears. Yeah, throw the elephant ears on it with the lights. Cool. Bug shield, no. Wait, what's that? No. I can customize this as much as you can in American Truck Sim. Racks. Alright, this is what we want right here. Standard headache rack. Login rack. Which is probably what we're going to do. That one's pretty cool too. That's a tall boy. Yeah, we're going to go with that standard. Like that right there. Standard headache rack. Side lights. Extra panel. Circles. Ovals. Throw down the ovals. Mirror lights. Sure. Mirror lollipop lights. Jeez, you can light this thing up like a Christmas tree. Kick plate options. Why am I looking at kick plates? What am I missing here? I don't see anything changes. Antennas up. Fine. Window tint. Yeah, why not? Rear cab lights. Uppers. No, because you can't see it, because we got a headache rack. Hood mirrors, no. Bumper guides. I don't mind the way that looks. And now we'll leave it. Logo. What am I changing? Okay. Exclusive. Ontario. None. We'll leave it as standard. Headlight chrome trim. Eyelids. Both. None. None. Window chrome trim. Rain shields. Cool. Front toolbox step flaps. Front toolbox step flap. This literally has heavy hauler banner. This literally has every single customization under the sun. I think American Truck Sim has less customizations. Company logo. Well, that's pretty cool. AJ Trucking, AJ Logging, Eagle Trucking. They're so waste management. Atlanta. All right. I'm doing all this customization work to this truck, and I don't even know how it sounds. Elk Falls logging. That's actually pretty cool. I like the way that looks. Elk Falls logging. Kind of goes with the Elk Mountain mods, Elk modding. Uh, you know what? We'll leave it at Elk with that. Standard mirrors, color. Oh, the beige color. There we go. Fenders. Same thing. We'll go with the beige. Keep this truck pretty basic. Tanks. Beige. Frame. Oh, we can really deck this thing out. I mean, we can fully customize it. That actually looks really cool. Rim color. Black. Breathers. Beige. License plate. No plates. Cool. And 3 hours later, for only $29,000, we have a full-blown custom Kenny. But it's stuck in a fence because I was wrong about the sail trigger and where it's going to spawn the truck. Fantastic. So we'll grab heavy lift mod and hopefully get this out of the fence. And if not, we're going to have to reset it. Yeah. Okay. Where did we just end up? I have no clue where this just threw us. Anyway, alright, how's this truck sound? Basic. Pretty basic. This one I already know sounds the best. I should have just made 2 of these. Alright, we're gonna go with those. Trucks, return those. Alright. Perfect. Now to find that other truck to completely reset it because I have no clue where it got launched on them. Holy crap, it got launched all the way over there. Okay. There we go. Yeah. That thing looks good. It's a good looking W900. I like it. Between this and that 379, we got 2 good trucks. Now I'll grab a logging trailer because I have the perfect one that'll line up with that Kenny real nicely. I've got this one that can go with the peat. What color did I paint the peat? That gray, right? Actually, did I want to use this? Was it this one I used? No, it wasn't those. Was it this one? There's one trailer I used and it just does not like. I think it's this one right here. Quad, dual. It's quad. Nope, that's not it. I think it's this one. It's not that one. Looks like that one. It's this one right here. Plain Jane. Go to point, venture fruit TP, and the pipes are there. Let me see what you guys are saying here. Hello to everyone in the chat. How is everyone today, this Friday? Let me see. Go to Point de Virtue Fruit TP and the pipes are there. Okay, we'll have to check that out. Let's get this trailer customized and we will go do that. We're gonna throw it on 3 axles, triples. All right, let's take a look on the map. So you're saying Point Virtue Fruit TP, which I think is what's over here, isn't it? No, that's the sawmill drying station. Wait, where was I yesterday? Let's see. Campfire. Gas station. Visit. Nope, that's the wrong one. It was down here. Right, so there's pipes here, right? But this is not, I don't think this is what you're saying, because this is silos, garage, station. Point right there. Right here. This spawned me. Okay. Yep, so this is the station you said. Correct. So the pipes are right here. However, when I grabbed all of these in the stream yesterday, none of them, not none of them, I should say, I used them all, and we're still missing one, and that was the problem. I was a section short. I was literally one pipe short of connecting them all. And then my thought was, I believe there's another portion where you need to put more pipe in on another spot on the map, and it doesn't spawn anymore. And then when I was putting things in here, it would just sell it. And that just spawned me here. So are there triggers there that I missed last night? Let's see. Oh, yeah, looks like, yeah. Oh, so I went to the point, the fruit TP that Gordy said in the chat. And again, pipes are right there. That's not the issue. The issue is running out of them. All right. Wow. I'm a little disappointed with all the customizations this truck has. It does not have a great sound. I expected this thing to sound a little bit more like that Pete, with a little more rumble, a jake brake, something. It's just very bland. The only reason I'm going to keep it is because I like the way it looks. But when it comes down to the engine sound, it is lacking. Alright, let's go ahead and hop in over here. Alright, let's actually, before we buy something else, let's reset this trigger, because for some reason everything was spawning the opposite way of what I said. Alright, let's grab a flat deck. Now, question is, do I want a flat? I normally use a big flat deck. I have these auto bales IBM flats. Oh, that's the sod trailer that I have. I don't think so. That thing looks like it was glitching out in the store. Look at this behemoth. Step deck. We can put ramps on. those, one of these, one of these. That's really low. That thing's gonna get hung up. Demco. No, let's go with the lizard. Why not? With ramps, 2 axes in a toolbox, wood floor, main color. Why not? There we go. We'll grab the Peterbilt for that. Let's move. There we go. Move the cords up. Move that there. Yep, there we go. Move that up over the axle. There we go. Look at this. I'm glad I left this section open so we can give these trucks a big wide berth to slide around. Alright, I'm gonna leave those there. Okay, what else do we need? I know we needed... We're gonna need a winch, I know that. I'm gonna need a yarder eventually. And I know we have these tools. They call them some of the other equipment to shave out some of the trees, and I really want to use one of those for the excavators. Let's see, what do we got? We've got this for the Liebherr. A wood crane we could set up in the tree begons for the skid steer, as well as that. Actually, you know what? Let's get a skid steer. We don't need beacons, but I want to grab... I'm gonna grab that, because I have the skid steer I want to use. I also have an excavator I have in mind. Thinking, I'm gonna pick up one of these as well. Openable tires. Level is active, yellow, yep. Ditch the plate. Perfect. This Komatsu. Forestry. But that has a bucket on it. Can I remove the bucket on the Komatsu? I feel like I can, because I got this lizard one as well. So we'll just go with the lizard, but I needed a skid steer. That's the whole reason I went in here. I was going to use the JCB, but then I remembered I had a New Holland, and I have these Caterpillar ones as well. Horsepower, that's insane, that's cool. Dirt tracks, side tanks, no, cool flow, AC. Manufacturers, I'm not going through all of that. Guards, light guards, tent, normal, winches. I put a back winch on this? Heck yeah. In case we get stuck. Weight. Yeah, will give us all the weight we need. Trailer hitch. No. Caterpillar yellow. Caterpillar black edition. Yellow. Black edition. That's not changing anything. Let's try that. I was gonna go with the JCB, but then I forgot I had this, and I've yet to use this mod, so why not? Alright, let's see. I think this will make just doesn't fit right with this machine though. You know what? I'll keep this, but I'll throw a grapple on it. Let's grab another skid steer. Let's grab that JCB. Or is it the New Holland? The big old chunk of boys. Yeah, it's the New Holland. No, but this is a JCB you can do that with too, right? I think it's this one. Yep. Chunkies. Throw the tent on there with the grids. We'll rock no grid. Just the forestry grid. Yeah, just that. And then grab skid steer. Oh, bingo. That's what we can use for the cat. The little rock jackhammer. Perfect. I'm surprised the lights haven't come on. Hope I didn't put the manual lights on where you gotta go out to each pole and flick the damn trigger. That would actually be pretty funny. This little thing has been fantastic. Just a great tool. I'm so happy to get one of these finally in Farm Sim. It's just such an underrated piece of machinery that is so useful on everything, like every farm. At least where I live, I think every farm has a backhoe. At least every farm. Alright, what else am I missing? I feel like I'm missing something. A yarder. Well, we don't really have... I've got a skidder, but I don't have something to drag. I don't have an actual like skid logging thing. Twins, no. Roll bar, sure. Or do we just go for the John Deere? This big behemoth. We got the, what's the difference between this one? The in-game. Like, look at this thing. It's just massive. It's an 84, 848, 848. These are 948s. So these are just even bigger behemoths. And you got this thing. Massive. And then you get this little pipsqueak that we picked up. I guess we'll try this for now. I don't know how this mod works. Haven't even used it before. I guess we'll find out. Definitely gonna need the help window for this piece of machinery. Up and down, front blade, back blade. Open, close. It does not want to spin though. Interesting. So you want to go grab something, that thing ain't spinning. It's clipping. Well, that's getting sold, and we'll go with the small John Deere. That answers that. And we obviously have no need for that then as well. If we're gonna just go that route. Oh, for the small John Deere right here. With the big old BKTs. Tinted windows. And just a Goliath of a machine. Alright. Is there lights in this building? Yes, there are, but where is the switch? Okay. Those open and close. So is this it? There it is. Perfect. Assume the same will be over here. These lights. Yep. Alright, awesome. Alright, seeing as how it's dark, what we'll do is, or about to be there. Oh, I still have that heavy lift mod on before I start throwing things around. Let's go ahead and hop into tab over this. Let's put ramps out and let's grab this machine over here. It's gonna help us get our path made to get into the woods to start logging tomorrow. Come on. There you go. Oh. Does not want to grab those tracks. There we go. Just a little too wide for the trailer, no big deal. Put that down right there. We'll strap you down. Oh, well, I like that. That's a first. I think that's one of the first pieces of machinery I've seen in game. There's not few, or I shouldn't say there's not many, where if you put the strap on, it will actually strap over the machine. That is nice to see. We usually go like that. So that is really cool to see. Awesome. Alright, well with that, that's strapped up. That's our first piece of machinery. We will go ahead and jump in our truck over here. Go ahead and close all this up. And we'll end the stream right here. And next time, we will start logging. Because seems we have everything all set up and ready to go. So now that we know where the triggers are, where everything is, and how the map works, and I've watched those videos, now I can actually start a series. But obviously, we'll be cheating money in instead of um, actually working a rags to riches type deal because it just will not work that way. So we will put a couple lights right here for our walkway. Cool. Um, and go from there. Matter of fact, now that I think we have everything established, we can go ahead and, while I'm thinking of it, we'll remove that money to give us to something to actually start to. So 12. There we go. $95,000. That's what we'll start with. 95,000 and what we have. And everything from here we'll use to make money. All right. Well, thanks everyone again for checking out today's stream. I know it was more of a build start series, a build to start the series for this map. And yesterday was supposed to be this, but it was more of just exploring the map and trying to figure everything out. Thanks to everybody in the chat for helping me out, try to find where to get the additional pipes. However, like I said, those pipes are there, but there are not enough. You're one short, so we still need to figure out how to manufacture more. But until next time, this is Rubicon Farmer saying thank you